of my favorite phones for my collection, the Cheeseburger phone. Now, I didn't have the Cheeseburger phone when I was growing up, but I always thought it was super cool and I really wanted to have it. But now that I use this in my videos, I don't think I would have liked it very much. This hinge right here, I talked on the phone a lot. This would have broken within the first week. Then we have this cord. That's super cool, but this cord was absolutely not long enough because I used to like to walk around my room just a little bit and this would not have cut it for me. But it's still one of my favorite phones because it is so cool looking and I love using it in my skits. The Garfield phone. I wanted this phone so badly when I was a kid. I never got it. I got it as an adult and I absolutely love it and I use it as much as I can in all my skits. But look at this right here. This phone right here has the perfect curve to it. If you wanted to talk for hours and hours and hours, you could. You could rest this on your shoulders just like that and you could walk around your room because this cord is super, super long. Look at that. Keeps going and going and going. You could just leave this, on your nightstand and walk around with the receiver and talking to your crush for hours. And another cool thing about it is that when, you pick it up, he opens his eyes and you hang up the phone, he closes his eyes. Super cute. Now this phone I did have when I was in high school. I loved this phone. And the best thing about this is that you could turn off the ringer and you could still know it was ringing because when it rang, this phone would light up all the pretty colors. So if you wanted to talk on the phone late at night, you could go to your parents' room, turn off their ringer, turn off the ringer in the living room and turn off your ringer and it would ring and it would light up and you could answer. You would know it was ringing. Hands down, the #1 most scandalous phone for teenagers in the 80s and 90s. I loved it. 3 cool phones for my collection. The Mickey Mouse phone. Mickey Mouse is an icon. And this wasn't just a telephone, it was a statement piece. If you walked into someone's living room and they had this bad boy, that was because they wanted to show it off. Trust me, if I had this phone back in the day, I would have been telling everybody about it. This is the phone that I had in my living room. This phone meant that you just had extra money to throw around. But for real, isn't he so adorable? The Lips phone. You may have seen this phone in DJ's bedroom on the show Full House. When I was a kid, I absolutely wanted this phone. But now that I've used this phone in skits, I don't think I would have liked it that much. And let me tell you why. You see this right here? This is straight. And it doesn't curve to your face. So if you want to talk on the phone, it's kind of uncomfortable. And you can't really put it on your shoulders and hold it down and talk and walk around. And trust me, when you were a teenager in the 80s and 90s, you wanted to be able to talk on the phone for a long, long time. We didn't have texting, so this is how we communicated. And the cord is super short. So you wanted to be able to move around your room. You needed a long cord. I talked a lot on the phone. And check out the keypad is on the other side of the phone. But it's super cute. The brick phone. This phone was for the rich. And you can fight me on that one, but it was. Because anytime you saw this phone, it was on a movie with some guy on Wall Street talking to everybody. Or Zach Morris was using it on Saved by the Bell. And Zach Morris was a rich kid, right? His was beige, so it was a little bit different. But this even has a little protective jacket on it. Did you have a cool telephone in the 1900s? Thanks for watching the Carmen Q. Galahar Variety Show. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button.